What's going on, guys? JSGC171 here. We're resuming my World Cup Challenge Part 2 for England to see how far we can get and to see what, ultimately, if we can win the World Cup and see where we can go. I'm currently in my second qualifying match after just beating Slovakia 4-1 at home. And I'm now away in Malta, so we're hoping for a positive result and we'll see how it goes. Started up with the same formation of the 4-1-4-1. Playing with a lot of pace on the wings. On the wing backs and wings. Good ball. Not such a good header. But I think pretty much the same team. I won't really change things around unless I get a negative result or if I end up having suspensions, injuries, etc., etc. Then I'll obviously change them up. I think I'm waiting for the key return of some players as well who are also injured, particularly Hart and Butland. But we'll see how it goes. Game with few chances, it seems. That's not good. It's a bit boring, it's a bit negative, but hopefully I'll be okay. I dread to think if Malta get a goal now, I'll be a bit of panic stations. That's the way. Out wide, making the run. Good ball. Someone make the run into the box. Square it. Oh, come on. That was needed. That was really, really needed. It's a bit of a scrappy goal in all that, actually. Not the cleanest. Not the nicest. But it's the lead and it'll do. Results what's important on Football Manager. Don't care how they play as long as they win. Typical away match. I can't really tell you how good Malta are because I don't really know. They're a small country with a small population, so you'd expect me to be giving it a proper go, but it don't really matter if you win 1-0 or 10-0 really in the qualifiers. As long as you win all your games, you finish first, you qualify, and you're more than likely going to be a high seeded team. So that's all that's important, really. It'd be nice to get a goal now, shore up the game. Back out wide. Is no one's made the run out wide. That's a good ball. That's a good header. That's a good goal. You see, it really works as Sterling and Walcott combination. I'm really reluctant to change it up. I mean, I'll chop and change in the friendlies perhaps, or if either of them need a rest or injured, God forbid, then it'll be Oxlade, Chamberlain, and Townsend. I don't think they're as good a player as them two, but they're both as quick, both as direct. So I think I've got Redmond in the complete backup option to them as well. So might not sound world class, but it's quick and it does the job. Good win. Not the best results, but a win is a win. We march on. Hey, look, more possession as well. Up to Scotland. Just going to change Dyer. If his yellow card one, I think he's so important to the England side. I don't really want him to be having a suspension so early on. I'm not sure if he's suspended for the friendly, actually. Maybe I should have played him. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I think it works just for the qualifiers. I hope anyway. Anyway, it's a Battle of Britain game, so this is a big game. This is a difficult game actually. It's a very difficult game. They'll be up for the game, so I'll take a win if I can get one. You see, difference between Scotland and Malta. Scotland are a little bit more direct, and more physical, a lot harder to break down. They're not going to allow me as much space, so. And is that a penalty? Come on. Ignore everything I just said then. Allowing space. It's a silly challenge. Who's taking it? Set the penalty takers. Who's. Is it Kane? Stoned? Oh, God. Fabulous. That's not good. See, I think he's like England's third best penalty taker, which says a lot. You know what? England's penalty taking's terrible if you didn't know. Never win any penalty shootouts. Now you can see why. Oh, this isn't going to be one of them games, is it? It is, isn't it? This isn't good. The possession's good though, so the pressing, so we're doing okay. I think if we can break this down, it'll really open the game up, and we can, that'll allow me the space to be able to really hurt them on the counter attack. You might be wondering why I'm playing counter attack football at 0-0, but sometimes it breaks it down really early, but most of the time it allows teams confidence to build up, and if you've got a solid defence in front of you and they're playing good, you can get it out to the wings that can really run at teams like that. That's an excellent ball, and that's an absolutely excellent goal. That is a world class goal. Vintage counter attack, and that is why I play counter attack football. It really works with the right players and the right formation. If I was to play 4-4-2, for example, it wouldn't particularly work. There's not a lot of space for the wingers to really explore. It works quite well when I've played the 4-5-1 flat 5 across when I need to go negative, but normally end up getting one of the two of the players making the runs at it. It's good for 1-0 if you need them, and if your defence plays properly, then it's great. It's a good run again. That's not a good header, but that's not a good header from the Scottish man either. Go on then. It's good. It's enjoyable to watch. England in real life aren't enjoyable to watch, but they're a lot more clinical. They're looking okay. Hopefully we can hang on and have a good result. I also have it on aggressive tackling, you might be able to see with the amount of yellow cards that I get. I like to be able to win back possession. I'm not really fussed about yellow cards. I do have a habit of taking players off when they are on yellow cards, though, because nothing changes a game more than you going down to 10 men and having to change the whole shape of your team and having to change your momentum. Well, it depends on the situation. I mean, if you're 2-3-0 up, you're not going to care. Come on! That should be the game. Poacher's goal, that. Good. Really good. I'm happy with this. It's really good. I feel like the team's really coming along. Notice there you go, the yellow cards will be coming off. I don't want to get a sending off, allow Scotland back into the game. We'll try and show this up. More yellow cards. The team looks a bit tired as well now, so I'm glad the international break's done with. Always important to get a home win. More yellow cards. Feisty match. You'd get a better judge of it if I have to change the settings onto it and put it onto the advanced settings, but you'll be here all day, so we want to speed things along. Nothing's as good as key chances, short, quick, snappy games. You get a good feel of the progress. I normally don't play with this, by the way. I normally play with the advanced settings. I normally get a better idea, but you get an idea of what's happening with your team from the goals. People only remember goals, wins, and losses, so don't let them into it. Good save. Oh, God. You see, a lot of the dangers good tackle come from the wing, so when they get into a position where they're running at pace and onto your wings, it looks like they're going to get into some kind of crossing position. Good win. Yeah, that's where you should be most worried. It's been like for the last couple of football managers. So always play with pace on the wings, from your fullbacks to your wingers, because you can attack with pace, you can defend with pace. That's the plan, anyway. Speeding things along. Match away in Lithuania now. This isn't an easy match at all, is it? This is a good test, actually. If I can get a good result here, then we should be on our way. I'd actually be more than happy with a draw. I know they're not doing too well in the groups, but going away to Slovakia, Slovenia, and Scotland and Lithuania, if I can pick up a couple of wins and a couple of draws, I'll be well on my way to finishing first. Because I imagine they're all going to drop points against each other, I'd hope. They normally do, so here's hoping. Get the ball to the feet. That's the way. You see, there's no real danger down the middle, is there? Look, we've got 4, 5, 6 players. So my real threat comes down on the wings if I can get them one-on-one. Good goal. See what I mean? Just drag the team out onto the edges of the box. When they're tightening up, it can really hurt them. Have a shot, lad. Don't have a shot. Why is that on key chances? That weren't that close. Out wide. Nope. But it comes back. Look at the high press there with the high line that I play. That's good. Pins them in, the opponents. They've not got pace to be able to attack at me and hurt me, so that's good. That's not a good ball, but that's a good tackle. Here we go. Here we go. Put a ball in. Out wide again. That's the way. Penalty. Come on! I've changed the penalty takers since last time. Stones have dropped down to, I think, the 7th or 8th now. So, we'll see how... I think it's Harry Kane I've set up there. I think I've got Rooney ahead of him, but he's on my bench. So, come on. Well, for Christ's sake. Ignore everything I know about penalties. They're bloody awful. Could have sealed the game, that. Great. Exactly what we needed. That's frustrating now. That's 2 penalty misses in a row. It's not good. I'm not just going to play players because they can take a penalty either, but it'd be nice to have your attacking players to score penalties, and I can forgive Stones as a defender who has good techniques with his penalty, but, you know, he's going to be, Harry Kane's going to be a good penalty taker. Not the greatest, but he's an attacker. You'd expect him to find the net. Put a ball across. That's the way, and he's missed. Has anyone else got a feeling it's going to be one of them games? I'm very frustrated with this. It's like the Malta game again. Getting booked. You see, it's not cut off. Key chance. Am I scoring this free kick? Oh, you bet. Not direct, but it'll do. Dele Alli. You can't rely on one of the Tottenham players. Rely on the other. There you go. You know, he's been a bit hit and miss, actually, Dele Alli, with me. I mean, he goes quiet in games, ghost-like, then he pops up with the odd goal here and there. But he's not too bad. Scored. I think that's his second goal for me, so in terms of midfield, it's not too bad. Obviously, my wingers are scoring more goals, but wingers should score goals. Pep Guardiola philosophy, remember. Wingers should score goals. My wingers are no different. I want them to score goals. Yeah, don't forget the penalty miss. Might be worthwhile going with Vardy or something. I think I've got a friendly next match, so it might be worthwhile seeing what Vardy can do up front. I've not been overly impressed with Harry Kane. I mean, he's done the job, but I'll preserve the fitness. We'll see how Wayne Rooney does. Never gets to play up front these days. I'm tempted actually to take him out of my team and put in Wilshere. So don't be surprised if you end up never seeing Rooney's name again and we end up seeing Wilshere's. Gives me a little bit more depth in the midfield three because I think I've only got 4 central midfielders. So that's not good. Post. We'll change up the attack. Allow them to have some rest. Well played, lads. Let's see how Townsend gets on. Give me a headache. Give me a good managerial headache. That'll be good. That's a good ball. Oh, that's unlucky. That is very unlucky. That's exactly what I'm looking for, though, them runs. You're going to be able to set to... Oh, hang on. There's a chance here. Oh, I'll do full time. Yeah, if you want to set your wingers to be able to score goals in attack, then just set on the options on your tactics. Just go to how do you want to play the ball out. A lot of people like to play the ball out of defence and stuff. I like to put mine up to Kane because he's playing as a target man. I also tend to have defensive forwards to be able to win the balls. And then I said also to pass the balls out wide, play with wingers, express the ball out wide and really go. So yeah, that's how you set that one up. It doesn't always work, but if you have the right players, then it sometimes does. Let's have a look at the groups. France are doing okay. Portugal too. You can see the difficulty of some of the groups, though. I saw Germany just got a 3-2 win over Norway a couple of games ago, so let's set them on the way. Ireland aren't doing particularly well. Montenegro, that's a surprise. Leading the way in the group. And there we go. We're leading the way, so seems to be working, so all good. That's a difficult group. Spain and Italy. Look, you see, one of them's going to have to go through them World Cup qualifiers. That ain't nice. Can you actually imagine one of them not qualifying? That would be a big surprise. Chokers, Belgium. I don't know why I'm calling them chokers. England are just as much chokers, but I'm going to change that. Wait and see. So yeah, it's going okay. Shall we have a look at how the league's doing? I think I've only got England set on it, so let's see how the teams are progressing. This is November update 2016, so we'll see how the teams are progressing throughout the English divisions. I've got all of the English divisions set, so we'll see how everyone's getting on. City are leading the way. Arsenal in fourth. Forsenal, people like to call them. You get the gist. With the league table, it's not anything of real surprise. Championship, that's good by Wolves. Very realistic at the top. Top two anyway. Wolves are doing okay. Look, Villa lingering down in mid-table. Villa launch an assault maybe. Down at the bottom. Burton a bit underrated on the game because they're a little bit better in real life. Brentford, Preston are all both mid-table teams at the moment too, so underachieving at the moment. The teams on here. Wolves doing okay. Bolton leading the way. You got Milton Keynes in the playoffs. Bradford in the playoffs. No real surprises. Just doing this so people have a little understanding that if they're doing the career games in England, then they can kind of see how the computer's getting on, so you can compare to see how your team's doing or what you know. Just a quick comparison to see where you're at, see if you're above or at expectations. As you'd expect, League One always looks pretty similar. Leyton Orient up there, Blackpool up there, Portsmouth always pretty similar. Never seems to change that much League Two unless you're actually managing in it. Not my favourite division at all to manage in, actually. I normally struggle League Two. Obviously, you've got to change your tactics to match what your team's doing. These tactics probably won't work that well in lower league football. The Panorama National League. A bit disappointed that Tranmere aren't doing a little bit better, but I don't think the first. They might be first actually. I'm not sure in real life. I know they were. Them and Lincoln were running around. League North, Fylde leading the way. There's a ground just a couple of miles down the road from me, so fingers crossed they go up and they do all right. I'll get a quick look at National League North, South. See how the teams are getting along there. For anyone that's interested, I just like paying attention to all football division, particularly in England. I'm a football fan. I like to see how all teams are doing. I do have my own teams to support. I'll keep that quiet, but I like to see how all teams are progressing, how you're doing, and these are the league tables to see if anyone's progressing, if anyone's doing the challenge to take the teams from the bottom to the top, which is an achievement in itself. We got on with the game. We got Northern Ireland in a friendly at Wembley, so I think it's time we changed up the team. See what the team has to offer. See what we can chop and change and do. We'll play the same formation. Whilst I win games, I'll play the same one. Eventually, I won't. Eventually, it'll change and it'll get a little bit more technical. But whilst you're on a winning run, like Chelsea are in real life at the moment, the 12-13 game winning streak, playing the same formation. Whilst it's working, why change? Might be predictable, but oh, that's a fluke. That's unlucky from Northern Ireland. That's took a massive deflection off the player and in. Keeper's committed. That's a strange goal. I don't see many goals like that on Football Manager. Some of the goals are quite repetitive. Some are very similar. You have the same feel. You kind of know when goals are coming. So it's nice to have a different for a change. Not much happening. We're having more possession, so it's good for the stats. And we're winning. And I've changed the team around. People are getting rests. So, all good. Half time. It's nice to have a second, shore this game up. And try and ensures that the winning run carries on. It's always nice to win. Win at all costs. Doesn't matter what score you win, as long as you win. Winning's all that matters. That's the mentality you need. Not just in Football Manager, but in actual managing in general in sport. You want to win. You want to win every game. No matter who, no matter what, you want to win everything. Keeps you going. Right, out wide. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Surely now. Come on. You see, what I was mentioning before, that you just have a feel that people are going to score goals, and you know when goals are happening. That's vintage football manager. You run down the wing straight to the byline, balls back across, the defenders have been split, there's gaps, the striker's there, smash it into the net. That's good. See, it justifies having Vardy on as well, what I was saying. So, that's ace. I think it's time we change stuff around now. It's a friendly, so I'm allowed several substitutions. I think it's 6 or 7 I'm allowed, so may as well make some. Give other players a chance. We'll see how it goes. It's good possession stats. We're winning 2-0. This is going really, really, really well, and I'm really happy with this. Put a tackle in. Put a tackle in. Put a tackle in. Oh, no, no, no. That's a good save. Just put Foster in. Give him a game. Don't normally have him, but Bolton's still injured, so there you go. Foster's had a couple of games. Hart's had a couple of games. I don't want to concede. How many goals have I conceded? I've not conceded many. Conceded against Slovakia. Is that all I've conceded? I didn't concede against Lithuania. I've not conceded against France. I've not conceded against Scotland. I've not conceded here yet. Put a ball across. Rake the run to the wings. Good ball. The offside. I think it's offside. Good time to make subs anyway. I think he's offside though. Yeah. Suspension there. Make a substitution whilst you debate whether it was offside or not. Well, close, mind. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Looks like the game's up. He's picked up an injury. Great. Injury prone Sturridge. Living up to his name. Good ball in. Good collect. And that's the game. All's well that ends well, I suppose. So, we'll see part 3 coming up. I'll try and post a link. Should be up soon. So, until then, have a good day. And ciao for now.